Can't believe I believed everything we had was less. So young and naive of me to think she was from your past. Silly of me to dream of.
What's up, all my LJC family, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel, family. I am so excited to be here. Y'all, I just want to apologize because I have really slacked on my content. And it's just because, y'all, it's been so much going on, and I just don't want my channel to be in that kind of situation. Anyway, in that type of situation. But anyway, y'all, people are weird in this world. People are weird. You know, people put content out there and they want to share it. They want you to share it. But then when you share it and they see you getting views, they think you're getting paid on that type of stuff. And then they start going after you. But, it's crazy because anybody that I do content, that I will repost your content or anything, all you have to do is inbox me. I have my email address up there. Tell me to take it down. Hey, and I'm gonna do it. You ain't gotta be all on YouTube like I'm just getting paid money. I wish I was getting paid money. I wish I was getting paid money to do videos. Y'all would have man. Anyway, I'm trying to get there. Y'all see me with a little bit of subscribers and y'all think I'm getting paid. No, I'm not getting paid. So thank you for sending that in to YouTube and getting that took down. It wasn't just something that, I just was sharing the content, hey, go to all of the platforms and take them down, do whatever you need to do, but just stop. Y'all need to stop. Y'all are weird. Y'all are weird. Stop doing stuff. But anyway, on my first, um, on my first video back from this day forward, I will be trying to post every day. I got my podcast, which is called Pod Talk. I got that back. Um, about to be up and running. It haven't started yet. I'm still trying to get this. Anyway, I'm still trying to get all the equipment and everything that I need to get done. And I'm ready, y'all. I'm ready to go. But first, my business with the Lord comes first. All of this other stuff, if I'm not right with the Lord, I'm not right with none of this content. I'm just not. I'm just not ready to. The devil have been attacking me, but I've been trying to fight him. I've been trying to fight him, and the Lord has been assuring me that everything is going to be okay, and I'm thankful for that. But I just want to thank all of my family members on here. Y'all, I'm going up. I'm going up, and I'm so excited, and I just thank everybody who subscribed to my channel, who pressed that button and subscribe to my channel. I just want to thank y'all and thank y'all for all the love and support that y'all have been showing me. But before I move on to this video, I don't know if the light or is it just my glasses, but I don't know if it's, let me know, y'all. Drop it down in the comments below if it's a little, I don't know, the light from either there or here is, I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, let me know if it's bothering y'all or I could lose the glasses, which y'all already know. I got this little bump, so I try to take any attention off of anything. But y'all, guess what? I fell the other day. So much was going on, and I was trying not to get frustrated because I had prayed and I had wanted, to be patient, and I had wanted, things to really, you know, not be so bad, and it really just all started just hitting me at once. So I go pick my mother up, and she's waiting on me. I'm getting ready to get, I'm getting her in the car. She getting in the car. And me not thinking, I just hopped in the driver's seat, finna drive off. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. She had her wheelchair because she fell and broke her hip. So she, pretty much be getting around in a wheelchair. So I forgot. So me trying to move too fast, my foot of me getting out the car, went under the seat on the side of the car, of the side right there. How? I don't know. I don't know how I did it, but it went under there. It got stuck and I fell out the car. I'm telling y'all, I am so sore. My body is sore. I got bruises. Look at that. Look at that bruise. I got bruises everywhere, y'all. And my mama said she didn't see me fall, baby. I bit the dust. Let me tell you, I bit the dust. I did. I bit the dust and it hurt. And I'm paying for it. Like, don't even think I'm finna get up and walk up no stairs because it hurts too bad to lift this leg up. And I've been trying, but anyway, I want to thank all of my friends and family and everyone on Instagram. Instagram, y'all know y'all be doing me good, but they want to know from back, when I was going through, and I said I was gonna do this video and I was gonna do that video and I was gonna say this and I was gonna say this. And they really want to know how I'm doing. So this video is going to be a Q&A, a relationship Q&A. And like I said, I want to let y'all know I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a therapist, I'm not anybody that this advice that I'm giving you or what I'm saying, you take it how you take it, but this is just coming from me and the experience that I've been through. So, if you feel like some of the stuff that I'm saying is not right, drop it in the comments below. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna fuss with you or whatever. I like to take criticism because criticism make you better. So if y'all have anything y'all have to say, but they asked me a lot of questions and I don't have my other phone. So I wrote the questions down and it's 25 and um I'm gonna try to answer the best that I can. I'm gonna try to answer them how I can, and hopefully, y'all will enjoy this video. Enjoy the video. But anyway, okay, guys, let's jump into it so this video won't be too long. Okay, so I have all of my questions and stuff right here, right here, right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump into this video. So, question number 1. How are you mentally? Mentally, I am doing great. Mentally, I am. It took me a long time to get there, but through the grace of God and God working on me and me working and working on me and walking and just doing everything I need to do, fasting and praying and meditating and trying to do right, my mental is great. It's great. It's great. It ain't stuck where it used to be. So my mental is great. Thanks for asking. Why did you stop making videos? Okay, this is just one that I picked. It's not a relationship question, but I picked this specifically because the reason why I stopped making videos or doing content is because I don't have this YouTube down. I don't have it down. And I'm trying to get it down and I'm trying every time I think I'm doing right, this happened. Every time I think I'm doing right, that happened. So it's just a lot of things that I'm trying to do over. But, a lot of my content, that I was putting out every single day, I wasn't getting no views. I wasn't getting this. I wasn't getting that. That's not the reason why I stopped doing videos because I wasn't getting views. It doesn't matter if I get one view on my videos. I know somebody's seeing it, but I just really want to get it down. And I've been reading and they have a lot of rules and regulations that you got to go by or things are not right, but I'm gonna try to get it together. I know most definitely I need to be consistent and I need to post every day or maybe do some weekly vlogs. I don't know. I just have to get it together, but as of now I'm just going to be posting, trying to post every day. So y'all bear with me. If I don't post today, that just means I'm going through. I'm trying to figure it out, trying to get it together. If I get no views, that's still fine, but that's okay. I'm going to still post. Question number 3. Why do I think the relationship ended? I don't know. I can't tell you that. I don't know. Now that's something that I can't tell you. I can't sit up and tell you why it ended on my part. Question number 4. What you think could been done to save the relationship? Me, I asked that question. Him, he didn't answer. He didn't care for the relationship to be saved. If you understand what I'm saying, he wanted to be in the relationship that he's in. He wanted, you know, that part of his life, the part of his life with me, he wanted changed. And all I can say is, I did try. I asked him. I wanted him to sit down with me, but we couldn't even sit down and talk about, you know, why you did what you did, because it was always him trying to manipulate me like I did something wrong. Uh, question number 5. What positive thing you will remember about the relationship? Positive things. There's a lot of positive things. I'm not going to sit up here and um, belittle him or say anything that it wasn't positive. There was a lot of positive things, but I love that, we could communicate, we could talk on certain levels. Um, the time that we spent together, we encouraged each other to do this and do that. And anything that I needed, he encouraged me because he was my best friend. So he encouraged me to do a lot. So that's the positive in me. Uh, what advice you would give your ex partner? What advice I would give y'all? I would just tell them to be careful with other people's heart. You got to be careful. You can't keep breaking hearts and breaking hearts and breaking hearts. And when my heart got broke, I did not, y'all, you couldn't have paid me $1 million to believe that he would have done what he done. You just couldn't have done it. But it happened, and hey, we live and we learn. But that's most definitely what I would tell him, to be careful with other people's hearts. Number 7, did you like who you was during your relationship? I did. I mean, it was a lot that I needed to learn because I didn't know me. I wanted to make sure he was happy. So whatever he wanted to eat, whatever he wanted to drink, whatever he wanted to do, it was okay with me, because I'm just like a boring person. Stay at home. I can stay in my bed. I can read. I can watch TV. I can make content. So those things was I was content with those things. But do you think do you think he ever really loved you? Yeah, I do. On certain situations, or I ain't gonna say that. Yeah, I do. At a certain point in his life, he did. How did your family act when y'all broke up? They were hurt. They was hurt just like me, because he's been family for 24 years. He's been family. He's been in my life since my son was 1. My son is 28, 27, 28 now. One of them, I don't know. I can't keep up with these. I barely keep up with mine. But yeah, he's been in our family, and they loved it. He was, whatever they call me, Annie. They call him Annie. He was pops. He was pawpaw. He was son-in-law, brother-in-law. It was just whatever. They loved him, and they still do to this day. They still do to this day, and it's not that, you know just because we broke up, my family still consider him family, you know, in which he is, because like I say, my grandkids, they only know him. They don't know their other grandfathers, or whatever you want to call it. They only know him. And it's he loved them, and he truly truly loves them. And it wasn't that, when he broke up with me, that he broke up with them. It's just that he broke up with me. So my family, they still care for him a lot, not a little bit, a lot, a lot. um Number 10, what was the worst part of your relationship? Him cheating, him not being truthful, um him not really expressing his feelings to me the way that he should have. Him not being honest on certain levels. You know, he could have been a little bit more honest. You know, he could have talked to me more because we didn't have, it wasn't nothing wrong with our communication. So when that took place, he could have communicated with me. You know, he could have told me, you know, certain things. Um, I think so. Okay. Yeah, I hope I'm not repeating myself because I think I done got lost. Number 11. What was the biggest lesson I learned from my relationship? I learned to not give all my heart to someone because God's supposed to come first. And when I don't put him first, I'm taking away from him and I'm giving it to that other person. And that's just pushing me further away from the Lord. And I learned that, you know, you can't give a person everything because no matter how much loyalty, love, trust, respect, honesty, none of that matters when that person has it in their mind to do something different. None of what you do for somebody else matters. So, you know, and it kills me because we built a friendship before we even got involved with each other. So that should have been more important to him than anything. Like, dang, this is my friend. This is my best friend. You know, I should be able to go to her and tell her anything. You know, we might argue, we might fuss, we might fight, but at the end of the day, we will resolve this. We will work it out. You know, so that was the biggest lesson, y'all. You know, you just you gotta have a better understanding of a person. People are hard to understand. People are confusing, and you might think of this person this way, and then they just show you a whole different person. Number 12. Did you want did you want the divorce? No. I don't believe in divorce. I believe in working it out. I believe in, you know, there's counseling, there's therapy, there's everything. There's a lot of things that, you know, we could have went to my pastor and we could have talked to him about, you know, certain things. We could have did a lot before the divorce. You know, you just don't marry someone, take away from their happiness and divorce them in a short amount of time. Our relationship being unmarried, living in sin, you know, shacking and all that, it lasted longer than us being divorced, living right. So, you know, no, I don't believe in divorce. Absolutely not. I don't believe, I mean, if you're going to marry me, it should be for better, for worse, for richer, for poor. You know, you shouldn't marry me and then say, okay, I found somebody else that I really cut for. I found somebody else I really want to be with. You know, I don't want to work it out. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. All I want to do is be with this other person, you know. So I don't believe in that. Even if the tables were turned and it was me, I would have did everything that I could to save my marriage, even though my heart was going to the other person. And even though my heart was building up and it was just like, I'm losing love for him. I'm not want to be with him. I'm this and that. I want to be with the other person. I would have never, I would have worked it out first. I would have absolutely never got a divorce without working it out. Okay. I kind of just answered this question. Did your partner really love you? I just answered that. I don't know why I wrote that twice. Number 14. What did you tell your friends when you broke up? I said it was over, you know. Basically, um, I confined in a few of my friends, and a lot of them used it against me. A lot of them was, you know, texting him. How they got his number, I don't know. And I don't know how a lot of things turned out. You know, you just don't know when stuff like this happen in your life. You don't know anymore. So I didn't know when I was talking to them and telling them things that they would go back and say certain things to him or tell him what I was saying. I never knew that. So I just started pulling away from everyone. I just started pulling away. I stopped talking about it. I stopped just the only person I reached out to was my church family. That was it. That was the only people that I started reaching out to because I never heard it again. I never had to. Every time your friends are supposed to be your friends, they supposed to. I never heard it, you know, because he would text me and tell me such and 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 such. And that would make me mad and that would make me not want to be bothered. So when I go to work, I don't want to be bothered with nobody. I don't want to talk to nobody because y'all supposed to be my friends. How did y'all even get his number? But like I said, I don't know. Okay. Number 15. Did I ever think about cheating? Absolutely not. That's not in me. I'm not a cheater. I don't feel like you have to go and be with several different partners to be happy. I feel like if you're with somebody, you need to make it work. You need to, if you're unhappy, talk about it, find out what the situation is. Don't go out there and try to make yourself happy trying to be with 50 million in one, other people, because at the end of the day, you're still going to have that unhappiness in your heart. So cheating is not going to make the situation any better. It's going to just continue. You're going to lie and lie and lie and lie to that person, like get caught, just like him. He just lied and lied and lied and lied until eventually he got caught and things hit the fan wrong. Everything just went wrong. It went left from there. So no, I would never cheat on my partner. I don't care whatever you're doing. That's going to be on your conscience and your karma, but it's not going to be on mine. Okay, 16. What was my favorite memory of my ex? My favorite memory. I'm trying to think. When it was good, it was good. He's a very loving person. He's a very lovable person. Um, I thought a lot about him when we was together. A lot of stuff that I didn't really like. But people would tell me things. I wouldn't believe it until I seen it. I would never believe the when the people told me he's messing with this person or messing with that person. I didn't believe it till I seen it. So my yeah, that's not my favorite. My favorite memory is, I don't know. He my favorite memory. Okay, I'm trying to think. There's a lot of favorite memories. Like I say, when it was good, it was good. I don't want to go down memory lane. I came out of memory lane. I don't want to go down memory lane. Okay, 17. Did you keep any of his stuff? There's a lot of stuff that I kept. I didn't throw some stuff. I threw at the beginning. I threw everything away. But as I moved and I started and I seen stuff and I was just like, maybe one day he might want this or one day he might need this. So I'm not going to throw this away. So it's some things that I still do have that's his that I'm not going to get rid of, that I won't throw away. Um, because it's childish. It's childish. Instead of me, I thought about it and I said I could have called him and I could have asked him if he wanted the stuff that I threw in the trash, because it was childish. It was just childish to me, because we lived together. We lived together for a while, a long time, and there was a lot of stuff that he had, but at that time, your heart and your mind ain't right, so you just throwing it all in the trash, throwing it all everywhere. But I kind of wish I could go back on, and even though there was no type of communication at that point, I still could have texted him and say, hey, he never changed his number. His number was the same. I could have texted him and say, hey, I found this. Do you want it? If not, I'm gonna throw it in the trash. I could have did that, but it is some stuff that I kept. Um, are you happy being single? Yes, I'm absolutely happy. I am. I don't have to worry about when a person is coming home, when a person is not, where they at, what they doing, who they hanging out with. I don't have to worry about nobody but me. When I wash my clothes, I wash my clothes. When I eat, I fix me something to eat. When I go and I come back and I don't have to be worried about this. I don't have to worry about that. The things that I used to worry about, I don't have to worry about those things anymore. I used to always worry about him being happy, what he wanted, and it was just a little different, and it was a little different for me to know what I wanted because I was always wanting to know, was he happy? Is he okay? Is this? Is that? Is that? But apparently not. So that's another thing I learned. I will not be doing that again for nobody. Um, 19. Have you healed from the heartbreak? Yes. It was a very difficult um, process for me. It was hard. It was very, very, it was, it, man, I can't even tell you. I'm pretty sure if you ever been through a heartbreak, y'all know the pain. It was very painful. It was very painful. And it was some days I just didn't even want to deal with life. I didn't even want to deal with life because rather you know it or not, when you're in a relationship with someone and when that relationship over, look at all the changes you got to make in your life. Look at all the things you got to do. Everything that you was doing, you don't do no more. When I come home, I don't have to be like, do he have clean clothes for work? Do he have something to eat? What's in his favorite things, the things that he loved to eat? I'm looking and do he have this? Do he have that? Do he need this? Or texting them and calling them. All that changes. Your life, it changes. It changes in it. And it's hurtful when you walk through the door and you're not able to do that anymore. And you're not able to see if that person is okay because I just feel like he was somebody in my life that I was supposed to always watch out for. After his mother passed, I just felt like I was supposed to always watch out for him, always be there for him. But it just seemed like that change, change will affect that heartbreak, and that heartbreak become worse and worse and worse. But you got to pick the pieces up and tell you, if it wasn't for the Lord, I absolutely would have not made it. I would have not made it. Every time I felt the emotions and I wanted to cry, I prayed. Every time I felt like I just wanted to hate him, I prayed. And every time I felt like I just wanted to just do something to him, I prayed. And God said it's done, don't allow yourself to go do nothing to make you look a certain way because it's done. So once I learned it was done, I started building myself up. I started learning my stuff. I started loving my stuff. I started respecting myself, respecting the things that I do, respecting the people around me. I got more involved in, my word. I got more involved in the church. I got more involved in everything. And now I'm happy because I'm happy. I'm involved. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm doing that. And I don't have to be saying, dang, if I do this, this gonna happen. We're gonna fight. I don't have to do none of that. Well, which we never fight. And one thing I can respect about him, he never ever put his hands on me or call me out of my name. Never. Now, what he did afterwards, I probably was all kind of this and this and that. But you know what? Hey, ain't got nothing to do with that. That ain't my business. What you think of me ain't my business. Um, let's see. Were there children involved? We had a daughter together. She didn't make it. Um, She would have probably, I don't like talking about it, but she would have been over 25 or 25. Somewhere in there, y'all. Y'all got to forgive me. Please forgive me. I don't like talking about it. That is a sensitive spot in my life, especially with the situation and how it happened. But we did have a daughter. I have 4 kids. He raised, they were 1.5, 2.5, I think 5 and 8 or something like that when we first got together. And those kids really loved him. They still do to this day. I be telling my son all the time, boy, you get on my nerve. If I just say anything, he's in just defend mode for him. And I'm just like, why do you always defend him? Why you don't defend me? Why do you always defend him? But I know they love him and I know they love me. But and I try not to say bad things. Sometimes, I can just be in my feelings and I do. And I just be like, dang, that's something I never wanted to do and let my kids see me feel that way, but sometimes them feelings, they just start boiling up and then your kids, they just be in defense mode and they just be what, they love them. That's all I can say is they love them. Yes, I have 4 we had 4 babies, and it was 4 children involved. We lost our daughter together, and now we have um oh y'all, three, four, five, six, no, four, five, six, seven, seven grandkids together, and they love him to death. They love him to death, and I just hate that the relationships ain't the same no more, because when they see him, they all just light up. They just love him to death. They all of them, even my kids, they love him, and I just hate that they don't have that bond that they had with him. Seeing him every day, and seeing him every other day, or seeing him when we get together, and they don't have that anymore. They don't see him as much. He don't come around as much. Um, but it doesn't matter, because every time they see him, they are excited. So yes, there were children involved. Uh, let's see, number 21. How did y'all break up affect the kids? I think they were all hurt. Um, I think they couldn't understand. I asked him, I say, this is all you. This is you. You need to sit everybody down and talk to him respectfully, because when he was in prison, they waited just like he waited. I couldn't be with nobody else. Those kids would have a fit. I couldn't bring nobody else to my house, have nobody else around them. They would have a fit, because it was always about him. It was always about him. So, you know, they I mean, it affected them really hard. They couldn't understand it. They didn't. They were hurt. They were hurt. They were hurt just like I was hurt. But if you ask me, I think they was hurt a little more. I really truly think they was hurt a little more. He don't know it. He probably will never know it. How bad he hurt them, and how bad, that, because if he say I wasn't there for him, and I might even go to the prison and see him and stuff like that. But everybody know my situation. Everybody knew why I had these grown kids that I'm trying to take. These kids was driving me crazy. Not ain't gonna say the kids, one or two of them. So I'm visiting this court, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing this. And I just never ever had the right car, the right transportation. I never had the money or none of that stuff. I was out here struggling. He left, so I'm out here struggling, but I'm still in a relationship with him. I'm still in a relationship with him while he behind bars. And the kids are still in a relationship. The kids seen me. They know I never got into no relationship with no one. I never was with no one. Even if I tried to say, you know what, I'm gonna go have a friend, or I'm gonna talk to somebody, it didn't work out, because I felt like I was cheating. I felt like this wasn't right, and I felt like that. So I just didn't do any of that. I had plenty opportunities. There was so many people still to this day that is trying to talk to me, but that's just not me. I'm just not ready to be in a relationship. So they can keep trying, but guess what? It's not gonna work. I'm not ready. Okay, let's see. Number 22. If he told you what was happening before the breakup, would things have went a little different? A lot of people have asked me that question. A lot. Family, a lot. Yes, it would have. Because if he would have set me down and told me that he was falling out of love with me, that he found someone else that he really truly liked, he really truly cut for, he really wanted to be with. We've been together for, 24 years, and our relationship wasn't really going anywhere. Things wasn't changing, things was a bit the same. If he would have sat me down and told me, I would have respected him more as a man. I would have respected him more as the things that he was doing. I would have respected him more, just because he was man enough to come tell me about his heart. He was man enough to come tell me about his feelings. He was man enough to come tell me how he just didn't want this relationship no more. I would have respected him to the utmost. I would have respected him, but I don't have no respect because of how he did it, how he hurt me, the things that he did. One thing people always ask me, Can you give us relationship a video of your relationship and why it ended, how it ended, what happened? I don't even want to go into details because really I'm over all of it. It sometimes sinks in my head, but I just pray and ask the Lord to take it away because some of the things that he did was very unacceptable. And I lost a lot of respect for him. I couldn't even look at him as a man anymore. I couldn't. And he was he always took care of his family. He always took care of his family. He always was, made sure we was good, made sure we was okay. He always did, but I couldn't look at him like that anymore. I couldn't look at him and see the man that I thought he was. I couldn't look at him no more. And if he just would have told me, sat me down, I'm telling y'all, I would have had the utmost respect for him. Because what man, why wouldn't I have respect for him and he was man enough to tell me his feelings? No, I would have the utmost respect for him. Yes, things would have been different. Number 23. Do you feel you had to make a choice? Yes, I had to make a choice. I was forced to make a choice. I was forced to make a choice of separation. I was forced to make a choice of divorce. I was forced to make a choice of everything because it wasn't like I could sit down and talk to him and ask him. I asked him why a million and one times. But like I said, he manipulated the situation and always made it seem like it was something I did. But then at the end of the day, when I sit and I think and I be like, what? I be like, what? That don't make no sense. This don't make no sense. And it was just crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. It's crazy. Okay. So yes, I do feel like I had to make a choice. I had to make a choice in every single thing. Um, Number 24. How is the relationship after these past years? We speak, we talk. We don't hate each other. I know he's in his relationship. I would never be disrespectful to their relationship, never have. I never tried to go after him to fight him. I never tried to go after her to fight her. I never, tried to be just this ugly person when it came to him. Yes, I spoke my truth when it came to the social media. I spoke my truth, but I never ever put his name out there. If you don't know me, you don't know him. And the people who know me, they know who I'm talking about. So, but other than that, I never disrespected his name. I never disrespected his who he was. I left him alone. I let him be because at the end of the day, when he walked out that door, God said, "That's it. It's done. It's done. Leave it alone. Don't go running after him. Don't go chasing after him. Don't go do none of that stuff. It's over. What are you gonna do all that stuff for when he's gone? He's gone. He's where he wanna be, and there's no need for you to change the situation. It's not right because y'all married. It's not right for him to be, shacking up with another woman. But when we got a divorce, it made it even better. Yes, I was upset, that my husband was laid up with another woman, living with another woman. Yeah, that made it all bad. But once we got the divorce, I was able to step. I was able to hold his chin up and I was able to keep moving. And as long as I got the Lord, he gonna keep me going. So I don't have to worry about none of that no more. I don't have sleepless nights. I can see him and don't have no hard feelings. Hey, how you doing? How you been doing? We haven't got to where we can just, sit and have like a conversation, sit and talk. We haven't got there yet, but it's, we hi bye, I give him a hug, he give me a hug or whatever. But we haven't, it's a lot of things that to me, in order for me to completely move on, it's some things I really want to know, but I'll probably never know, you know. So I gotta pray and get that strength to move on because I probably will never know. I don't believe he would ever literally sit down and can be honest with me in a situation. I really don't. I don't think that we could. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. One day maybe we could sit down and talk about it. But I don't. I wouldn't want to burn. I would never throw shots at him. I would never want to see him hurt. I would never want to see nobody do nothing to him. I always want him to be in good health, good spirit. I can't never just say, well, um, I probably haven't. One point I haven't got to is to literally tell him, I hope that you're happy or be happy or whatever you tell another person. I haven't got to that point yet. And it ain't because I'm still in love with him or nothing like that. The point is, I just haven't got there. I just haven't got there, and it's just it kills me every day because I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. I just haven't got there. Okay, last question. When will you date again? Basically, I'm not ready to date. It's not. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Just put it like that. I'm not ready. I'm still building my relationship with God. I'm still finding out who I am. I'm still trying to love me better. I'm trying to love me more. I'm still trying to take steps. I'm still trying to understand a whole lot of other stuff because when you've been with somebody for 24 years and they just up and just walk out of your life, it's a lot of things. People say, oh, it's been 2 years, almost three. So what? So what? It doesn't matter if it's 10 years from now. If I don't understand it, I don't understand it. And I can't move on if I don't understand something. So in order for me to really just move on and not have them thoughts like, dang, just go to, I just, but I wrote something and, you know, as you go through these process and you go through these relationships, relationships end for many reasons. But the worst breakup happens when you don't understand. When you don't understand what went wrong. If you can't figure it out why your partner called it quits, how can you get closure and move on? And that's where I'm at. I don't understand it. I don't know why. I still to this day don't know why. And that's something that I need. I need that closure. I need that. You know how when you, how can you put it? When, say, you run in a race and you didn't practice and practice and practice and practice and practice and you didn't practice and you didn't got it down and you come in second and you wondering like, dang, why did I come in second? You will never get over why you came in second until you get that closure. Like, I didn't practice hard enough. I didn't run the right race. I didn't do this or I didn't do that. You will never get that closure until you figure it out. And until I figure it out, or until I can get that closure to figure out why, why, it don't bother me. It don't make me feel a certain way, but I just don't believe that I'll be able to move on in a relationship and be happy and until I get that closure. You know what I'm saying? And it might not never come. And I'm not saying that I have to move on into a relationship without it. I need it. I need it. I need that closure to figure out why. Maybe one day he'll come around and we can sit down and we can talk and I can get that closure and I can move on with my life. But, right now I'm not ready for that because I don't want that why. I'm just building my relationship with the Lord. I'm moving forward. He's strengthening me. He's guiding me. He's protecting me. He's giving me a found mind. He's giving me a peace of mind. So I don't want to move into a relationship with someone else and not have that peace and not have that like, dang, I don't understand why I'm in this relationship with this person and I can't get closure from this person. You gotta have that closure. Some people move on too fast. Some people move on into the next relationship and don't even know why. Okay, yeah, you felt it's cheating, another woman, another man, another this, another that. But why? Why? So, really, to be honest with you, I won't be able to date until I figure out why. Or I get that closure. Just put it like that till I get that closure. And anybody that I have chat with or talked to, they know that. They know that. And that's why they all respect me. They be like, dang, who are you? What type of woman are you? What type of person are you? You're not gonna give nobody else a chance. Why? Why would I give you a chance and hurt you? I'm not here to hurt hearts. I mean, I'm not here to hurt feelings. I'm not here to break hearts. So why would I get into a relationship with you and I don't have that closure from with this person, but I'm steady trying to build and build and build and build. But all these other memories come back like, dang, why my last relationship? Why my marriage in? Why this? Why this? Why that? So until I get that complete closure in my life, I don't know. I don't know what would happen. Maybe eventually it'll just fade away. But I don't think that it will because it's been almost 3 years and I'm still trying to figure out why. It's not a hurtful thing. It's not a bad thing. It's not something that I just want to hate this person. It's none of that. I have moved on with my heart, with my mind, and I have moved on to where I'm at a place to where I know that this person is not coming back. We're not gonna be together. We can he's with someone else. And you can't one thing about me, I don't break up relationships. I don't care who you are. If a person come trying to talk to me and got a girlfriend, I'm telling it. I don't care what you say. I'm telling. And I'll be telling people all the time when they be in my inbox and I know they got a girlfriend, I be want to blow them out. I be telling them, don't write me again. Because if you write me again, I'm gonna tell the girl who you with. You been in my inbox, and they don't. I'm not playing. Don't do that. That's disrespectful. I've been disrespected. I don't want nobody else to ever feel like I felt. So, um, so it's just that like I also put here. I often ask myself, was there anything I could have did? Was there? No, no. He didn't want to do anything different. When your heart is somewhere else and you love somebody else and you just don't want to be in a relationship with the person you with, you're not, it's nothing you can do. They won't allow it, but they will manipulate you and tell you it's your fault when you know it's not, when you know it's not your fault. Okay. And then a couple of more other questions. Did you fight um, at all to make it work? I did. I talked about it and I told him that, I made a lot of suggestions. I threw a lot of suggestions out there, but he wasn't going for it. He wasn't going for it. Sorry, it just didn't happen. He wasn't going for it. Um, did you fight for him? No, for what? When he told me what he told me, that was it. That fight was over already before it began. No, I didn't. I at this moment when we still lived in the same household, I tried every day to do something, to say something. I was still being a wife. I was still doing the thing. And people couldn't even understand why I was still being a wife and he was doing what he was doing. But that's just me. That's just my heart. Um, so no. After the door was shut, the door was closed, he was gone. That was it. That was the last fight. I didn't have no more fight in me. And I'm not finna fight for something that I know that's already gone. What you gonna fight for? What you gonna fight for? You can't win a fight by yourself. You can try, but you can't. How did you feel about his new partner? I don't have any feelings about her. That's them. I don't have any feelings about her. Uh, I don't know. Have I don't have any feelings. I don't hate her. I don't dislike her. Or none of that, because I'm a woman and I know men lie and they say they ain't relationships. They say they ain't married. They get you to liking them. They get you having feelings. They start loving you. And then all of a sudden you find out, dang, this man is married. This man is in a relationship. But he telling you, he don't want to lose that. So he's telling you, I'm going to divorce her. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. But, so you can't hate the woman when the man is the one who he knew he was married. He knew he was in a relationship. He knew he was living with his wife. He knew this. But when your head is so gone, when somebody else got you all discombobulated up here, you can't think straight. So your first thing is, I'm finna leave, or we finna get a divorce, we finna break up, we finna do this, we finna do that. Way before your wife even know. Your friends even know before your wife know. And that's what got me, because so many of his friends and family knew what was about to take place, even when they seen me. How you doing? When they already know that he was about to do what he was about to do. But see, that's another thing why I said him not, me losing the respect for him as a man, because you told everybody else around you. You told everybody else about the girl. You told everybody else what you was gonna do. You don't want to be with me no more. You told everybody but the person you was with, the person you was sleeping with, the person you was married to, the person you was supposed to love. You told everybody else but that person. Whether you was in love with that person, or if you wasn't in love with that person, or you didn't have no love, you were supposed to tell that person. Everybody else wasn't supposed to know. So that's another thing, that the reason why I don't have any bad or hard feelings for her, because if a man told me and did for me the things that he did and he was saying, it would be a different situation too. And then you find out this is going on. You got to go through this, you got to go through that. And another thing, when you're dealing with a divorce, that divorce is between you and the person you're divorcing. It don't involve the new person. It don't involve that new person. So I just feel like when you're going through that, the other person that you with, they need to stay in their place. They need to stay in their place. They don't need to be involved in anything. And that's another thing that I just, that just something else just fell off of me when that happened. Don't allow them to be, that's your business, your situation, your lie, your cheating, your whatever you did. You need to deal with it, not them. Um, most women fight over man. Most women fight over they man. Would you? Oh, absolutely not. Not finna catch me out here. Not finna catch me out here. I ain't, baby, please. I don't have time for that. I don't have time to be fighting no woman over no man. I don't care who you are. I still got love for him. I still care for him. I want to see him safe. I want to keep, but I absolutely will not fight over no man. Not just him, no man. Baby, if you want to fight, you can have them. That, there you go. I ain't got time for that. I'm too old. I'm growing. And it's like I already got one knot that I don't like of my appearance. You ain't finna scratch up my face and have me looking just ugly over a man, and you not fighting him. He gonna take his woman's side. So why am I gonna sit up here and square with you, and he gonna take her side anyway? I ain't finna be looking crazy for no man. Absolutely not. I'm not gonna do it. So anyway, guys, I hope y'all like this relationship Q&A. Y'all asked me a lot of questions, but mainly y'all wanted to know about relationships and what I went through, and things like that. And um, I don't have any hard feelings for that person. Like I said, I still love that person. I still have love for that person. I still want to see him happy. I want to see him not hurt. I don't want to see anything bad happen to him. And sometimes you can feel, I don't know how, but you can feel when things are happening and when things are going on. And yes, I have a heart for him. So anytime I feel like he's going through something, I hurt. And I don't know if that's, I don't know why, but yes, yes, yes. I mean, I would never wish anything bad on him. Never. Absolutely not. Never. Nothing bad on him. And you don't have to hate the person that did this or did that. Love that person. God want us to forgive. Did I forgive him? Yes, I forgave him. I never told him that I forgave him, but I forgave him. I forgave him. My heart is not the way it used to be for him, you know. So, with that being said, you know, just try, y'all. Try to not, have all of this. People was out here fighting and they killing people and they doing all type of other things to people that's not right. Try y'all hardest not to allow that to happen. Try y'all hardest, me and him, like I said, he never put his hands on me. He never called me out of my name. Never, never. And I never put my hands on him and never called him out of his name. So, you know, you can't just sit up here. I know for a fact that didn't end the relationship. So, like I said, I know, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't figured it out. It still lingers and it still sits with me, but I'm good. The Lord is blessing me every single day. He's keeping me like this with my chin up. Don't look down. You ain't got nothing to look down. When you looking down, you bet mess around and bump into something. So keep your head up. If you're struggling in your relationships, talk, communicate, talk. That's all you have to do. If you cheating on that man, tell that man. Tell that man you don't want to be with him. Tell that man you don't want to be with him. Don't sit up there and cheat and be sneaking and conniving and doing stuff. Same thing with the man. Tell her. Tell her. Don't sit up there and tell everybody else what you're doing. Tell the person you're with. Because that's the person you're with. That's the person you're going to have to answer to at the end of the day. That's the person y'all going to have the hateful words and the disrespect and all that stuff when it all boils down. So stop, y'all. Just stop it. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, my LJC family, y'all be blessed. Put God first. Pray, fast, meditate, and know if nobody in this world don't love you, God loves you first, and I love you. And until next time, y'all be blessed. Peace.
I can't believe I believe.